Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, continuing with my Avengers costume rankings, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Thor in the MCU and rank the Thor costumes and take a look at how they look. So, we got the costume from the first Thor movie, and then we got and in that movie he kind of starts off with the helmet, but then he takes the helmet off, and most of the Thor costumes don't have the helmet. And then Avengers, he gets an upgraded suit, and then of course we get the Thor the Dark World suit, and I think the Avengers Age of Ultron is maybe the same as the Thor the Dark World suit, maybe a few slight differences here and there, but they look pretty similar. And of course we get a couple looks in Thor Ragnarok. We get the look that he kind of starts off with, which is kind of like this leather look. It doesn't look like it's the metal armor with the circles everywhere. And then of course he gets the battle against the Hulk, kind of look. He's got the haircut. He does actually start that battle off with the helmet, which is cool. And he's got like these red markings everywhere. And so but I think he's basically wearing the same kind of like leather looking type armor underneath. So that was actually a pretty cool look. And then Avengers Infinity War, he has like more of like a black looking suit, which is really cool because it looks really cool when he's got the blue lightning coming out. Avengers Endgame, he then at the end of the movie, he finally, puts on a suit, and that one looks pretty cool too. And then, of course, Thor: Love and Thunder, he starts off again at the beginning with like the leather-looking thing and like a fur coat cape or something. Looks very like Norse Viking type look. And then he gets the like blue and gold suit. It looks fine, I guess. It kind of looks like one of the Eternals or something. So I gotta say, out of the Avengers, Thor's costume has never been great. I know some of them look a little more comic book accurate than others. He also will wear sleeves with some of them, like metal chain, almost like scale sleeves with some of them, or sometimes he doesn't. So yeah, I think Thor has one of the least good looking costumes. The first costume in Thor, I think actually looks pretty fine. I think they did a decent job adapting that. The Avengers costume, I think, looks maybe a little, ridiculous. But I guess, I don't know. He doesn't have the sleeves in that one. It has a little bit more of a sleek, almost like a chest armor piece, more or less, than the first Thor had, but the chest piece. But then he always has to have 6 circles on each, 3 on each side going down. I guess because that's his look from the comics, I guess. So yeah, the Avengers one looks really silverish and looks more like a metal chest piece on him. The Thor: The Dark World one, I actually think that one looks pretty good. It kind of is like a mixture of both of the first Thor and the Avengers one, where it kind of looks more metallic and chest piece like, but also has the proper 3 dot balls or whatever they are, and looks a little bit more Viking or Norse or whatever. And again, I think that's the same suit for Age of Ultron, except for I think he doesn't wear the sleeves in Age of Ultron or something, but it looks very, very similar. And then the Thor Ragnarok, because it's so more basic and it's not really much more of a costume, it's just more of the outfit that he's wearing. I don't know how I feel about that as much. I love the Infinity War suit. That's probably his best suit that he looks the best in. Just because it's the black, and then when he lights up with the blue, the black and the blue looks great. Same thing with Endgame, but Thor's a little bit more chubbier in that suit. But that one it's almost the Infinity War suit. I think a few differences maybe in some of the design textures on the torso, but that one also looks really good. His look in Love and Thunder, I don't hate the look of the suit because it fits the tone of the movie. But I think it is a little too flashy for the Thor character because of the suits that we've had previously. But also it is kind of nice to see something new. And it just has... But again, it looks a little bit more like something the Grandmaster would wear or one of the Eternals or something. I don't know. The lines or something, it just looks a little different. So, yeah, none of these are amazing suits like we have with Captain America or Iron Man or anything. I think the least favorite look I have would probably be maybe the Avengers look. I don't know. That one, it's fine, but that one kind of just, I don't know, doesn't look super great. And then just the sort of regular leather suit looks that he has in the beginning of Thor Ragnarok and Thor: Love and Thunder. And then I would say the Ragnarok suit that he wears, the battle suit that he wears at the end of Ragnarok, I don't really love that either. So my favorite would definitely be the Infinity War suit, just because I really like the sleekness of the black suit. He's got the sleeves. He's got Stormbreaker. He lights up blue with it. There's just something. Maybe it's not Thor, like, you know, what people. He's got the short hair, which looks good. So maybe it's not like a traditional Thor look. But for me, I kind of think that looks really good on him. And then I would go maybe go the Thor: The Dark World / Avengers: Age of Ultron look. I think that one kind of looks pretty good as well. And then maybe the Endgame look, and then the first Thor look, and then Love and Thunder, and then the other suits after that. Love and Thunder, like I said, it doesn't look completely terrible because it fits the tone of the movie. Like, it fits in with that movie. But you can't pop that suit into, like, Avengers 1 or Infinity War, because that would look ridiculous in those. Whereas I think the Infinity War suit, or even the Thor: The Dark World suit, could just work across the board in all these movies. So, yeah, so sorry, Thor, your costumes are usually the weakest of the Avengers, but that's not why we love him anyway. So let me know what you guys think of the Thor costumes. Which ones are your favorite? Maybe some of you really love that Love and Thunder look, or the original Avengers costume look. Maybe some of you, hate the Infinity War look. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and stay tuned to the channel for more Avengers costumes rankings. Until next time, bye.